What's up, people? Welcome back to Shed Show. Thank you for joining me. So tonight is UFC 263. Pretty good card. The main three events are stellar. I just said stellar. What's happening to me? So the main card is on ESPN pay-per-view. It costs like $80 or some crazy shit. And then the prelims are on ESPN Plus, and the early prelims are on UFC Fight Pass. Unfortunately, I do not have UFC Fight Pass, but I've been wondering about it. So if you have Fight Pass, please, in the comments, let us know how long you've had it and if it's worth the cost, in your opinion. I do have ESPN Plus, though, which, in my opinion, is worth the cost. It's $5 a month, and I get to watch all the UFC fight nights, and most of the times I get to watch the prelims of the pay-per-view as well, which, yeah, I mean, for $5 a month, getting to watch UFC fights every weekend, that's worth it for me. And I don't even use it to watch anything else. Although I might try to get it to the new season of Tough, but I've never liked that show at all, so I don't know why that would be different, but damn it, we're not here to talk about my television accounts. We're here to make you money. This is my official preview / predictions for UFC 263 later tonight. Real quick disclaimer, you shouldn't gamble with my predictions. I mean, you can if you want to, but I can't be responsible for any losses. You know, you're a grown-up. You get to make your own decisions, and you know, I just want you to know these opinions are not FDA approved. If you do win on my predictions, definitely hit the Venmo. All right, let's get started. We start off the early prelims with Carlos Felipe versus Jake Collier. Couple heavyweights that I really don't know. And I'm gonna go with Carlos, but it's gonna be Collier. Next we have ZIAM versus LUIGI Vendramini. Once again, no idea who these dudes are, and I didn't really have time to look it up, because if I don't get this video out soon, it's gonna be void, invalid, moot. I'm liking LUIGI to win. That's my pick. Next, we have Chase Hooper versus Steven Peterson at featherweight. What a unique fighter right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan. I love the kid. And I'm not gonna lie, it's scary when he fights, because every moment up until the moment that the fight actually starts, he looks like he would have no chance. Like, you just think this kid's about to get stomped. And like, I kind of like have a moment where I'm just like, how is this happening? Who fucking let this kid into a UFC fight? But he holds his own. He does well. And I think that the matchmakers are taking care of him. You got to build a Hooper slow, and that's what they're doing. I mean, who is Steven Peterson? No idea. He actually missed weight, so that's cool. Chase is going to make 30% off his purse. Despite the fact that he looks like someone that shouldn't be in there, I know that he should, and I'm actually choosing him to win. Matt FREVOLA versus Terrance McKinney, lightweight. I'm going Terrance McKinney via flashy knockout. So next we have PANNIE KIANZAD. I'm so sorry, I probably butchered that. PANNIE KIANZAD versus Alexis Davis at women's bantamweight. Alexis is scrappy, but I can see her getting outclassed in this one. I predict that KIANZAD gets her out of there via TKO. The first fight on the prelims, Movsar Evloev. Come on. Movsar Evloev versus Hakeem Dawodu at featherweight. Man, I love watching Mean Hakeem fight. I just like this dude. He's just got this look, this swag, and this style, and yeah. So I'm stoked that this is on the prelims and I'll get to watch it live. Prediction is Hakeem gets the win via decision, but dude could really use a finish, so hopefully he gets finished, and I think he could. Next we have Lauren Murphy versus Joanne Calderwood at women's flyweight. Oh geez. Oh geez. So Lauren Murphy is like a hard-nosed fundamentalist, I would say. Not so much a cerebral fighter. Then Joanne Calderwood, man, she's someone I've wanted so badly to be good, but she really rarely has looked like a real threat. She is, however, a thinking fighter, so against Murphy, I think she might be able to set up traps and, you know, make reads. I just gotta love Joanne and her friggin' accent, huh?
Why is the Scottish national animal a unicorn? Do they exist in Scotland?
I wonder if I would even like Joanne Calderwood if she had an American accent. And I would love to see Joanne get a finish via checkmate chess move. But I'd probably put money on Lauren Murphy to grind out a decision win. Can I have a prediction and then where I'd put my money as two separate things? Or is that just, that's a cop-out. I love Joanne Calderwood. I hope she wins, but I am gonna predict that Lauren Murphy grinds out the decision win. Next on the prelims, we have Eric Anders versus Darren Stewart at light heavyweight. This is a fun fight. Ya boy versus the dentist. Man, pretty good nicknames. But yeah, two guys that have been putting in work with the UFC for, honestly, they're veterans at this point, but they're like, today is the first day that you can call them veterans. So they're new to the status of veterans. And this is a pretty even matchup, but I'm gonna go with Eric Anders winning via stoppage. Drew Dober versus Brad Riddell at lightweight. Two fighters like I really couldn't give a poo about. Yeah, Dober will probably win, but yeah. All right, the main card is kicking off with a couple of people that seem to really strongly dislike each other. We got Paul Bear Jew Craig taking on Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill. These two got some heat going for sure, so this should definitely be a banger full of emotion. Pause. Anyway, I'm picking Bear Jew via submission. What do we got next? Oh man, Damian Maia. How I have loathed thee over the years, but your career has been so long at this point that you have my respect, sir. And I know that means a lot to you. So yeah, in memory of Chester and in honor of what I think will be your last fight, I hope is your last fight, you gotta bump numb. You gotta bump numb. You know what, I'm actually afraid that if he wins, he won't retire, so I kinda hope he loses. But I actually think he has a good chance to win this fight. But I'm gonna go with Bilal Remember the Name Muhammad via TKO stoppage. All right, here we are at the big three, the final three. Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz at welterweight. Man, I respect Nate Diaz so fucking much for choosing to fight Leon Edwards. Like, this is an insanely dangerous fight for Nate Diaz. And as much as you could say that there's all the upside for Nate because of Leon's ranking, like, dude, let's be honest. Leon's ranking hasn't really gotten him where he needs to go. He's had incredibly bad luck, and he really needs a push. He needs a push like no one else in the UFC right now. And I honestly think Nate knows that. Nate wants to fight him because he's a really good fighter. How can you not respect that? I think the fuck was that? A bug just fucking kamikaze dive bombed. I think he also wants to fight him because he wants to give this kid the push that he thinks he deserves, which I think is really awesome. But fuck, man, this is definitely my least favorite fight to predict. I mean, I love Nate Diaz, obviously. I just know Leon is a really scary matchup for Nate. And I'll tell you what I don't want to see is Nate just taking copious damage for 25 minutes. Nate's just like not the type of dude that you can like imagine being like hurt. I don't know, there's something about him, you don't worry about him, but when you really think about it, like, he's taken so much fucking damage over the past 17 years that he's been fighting. He just doesn't need anymore. And Leon is a scary matchup in my mind because he's got really like slick striking and good footwork. If you remember, it was Masvidal's slick kind of clever striking that Nate did not have an answer for. And so I think if Nate can't adequately like put the pressure on Leon and Leon has distance and shit, like it could be similar to that fight with Masvidal. And then you got the fact that Leon's cardio seems to hold up really well, which is a way that Nate gets the upper hand and wins a lot of fights. Not all of them, but Nate is such a fucking G for taking this fight. Like, it's awesome. Ugh, man. Okay, prediction. Nate Diaz wins via submission. The co-main, oh man. I might have to not eat for a week and fucking get this pay-per-view. Deiveson Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno for the flyweight title. This is a rematch of a fucking amazing fight, and just, I expect it to be the same, but like better. So this is gonna be a good fight. I presume that Brandon Moreno is the underdog, but he is actually my pick. I try not to be biased based on the fact that I just like the dude so much, and I kind of don't like Deiveson too much, but it looks like Deiveson has had a pretty rough weight cut, and it also seems mentally like he's more stressed and just, so I'm predicting Brandon wins via KO or TKO. All right, then we got the main event. Israel Adesanya takes on Marvin Vettori for the middleweight title, and this is also a rematch. And I agree with all the other people saying that they've both progressed a lot since that fight, because they both have. So if you do disregard that first fight, in a lot of ways, this fight could look similar to Israel versus Paulo Costa. You know, you got the big dumb meathead versus the clever, cunning, precise striker. And there are similarities for sure, but although Marvin is not a genius by any stretch, he's got really, really strong fundamentals and seems to have exceptional stamina for his body type and fight style. And he's looking really dangerous lately, and I worry that Izzy might be taking him lightly. I think it's gonna be a competitive fight, but my prediction, my official prediction is Izzy wins via TKO stoppage. So yeah, cool. Sucks, I wish I could afford the main card, but I really can't. Yeah, finances are very tight right now. I know that a lot of you guys know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Man, I really wish that the UFC would lower their price, because I feel like if they charged $30, they would get 3 times as many pay-per-view buys. I think the reason that they don't do that is because it would be like an internet infrastructure nightmare. I think that they would just get overwhelmed, so they don't mind pricing most of us out and losing a little bit of potential profit. Sucks for us. I mean me. I don't know why I'm saying us. I'm like assuming all you guys are fucking broke and poor like me. I shouldn't be doing that. I don't know. I don't know you, and I hope that whatever your situation is, you're happy. Happiness is the real currency, or whatever. Anyway, well, I'll be watching the fights tonight. I'm sure you will too. And I hope you guys enjoy them as well, or whatever. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoy everything that's enjoyable. And that's all I got for now. Peace.
Yeah, here's an prediction.
Vettori scrapes out decision win while Bruce rained down from the crowd.
Thanks for viewing.